What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. We're back with some more Punching Gray Raven, and Kamui has just arrived in the 70% rate up. And today we're going to answer the question as to whether or not you should pull for this character, where he's actually going to be useful, and is he going to be a character that's going to be future-proof for you? Well, the thing is about Kamui is he's a lot like all these other S-rank characters in the game. In the base event, you actually can get Kamui. When you first start this game, your first 40 attempts is going to give you an S-rank construct. And you can see I've already done 33 out of 40, but you don't know what S-rank character you're going to get. And I always recommend to all the players, especially newer players, is wait until you do these first 40 attempts to get whatever S-rank. There is 5 of them that you could get, whether it's Kamui, Liv, Lee, Karenina, or Nanami. I mean, any one of these characters you could get. You got a chance of getting any one of them. You're going to get one of them for sure. And the thing about the game is it does give you an S rank selector immediately, so you can actually choose any one of these characters. So like right now I've been saving my S construct selector because I don't know who I'm going to pick. Depending on who I get from the first 48 pulls from the base event really depends on who I'm going to pull for right here. And that's what I'd always recommend to everybody else. You know, wait till you do your first 40 attempts and then decide on who to use your S rank selector for, unless you already know who you're going to be using it for. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull up a little Wikipedia on Kamui to talk about him a little bit. So this is Punishing Gray Raven Wikipedia. If any of you are interested, I will put a link to it in the description below so you can check out future characters that are going to be coming to the game, because pretty much everybody is in here. And as far as Kamui is concerned, you know, he is 50% physical and 50% dark, and he is going to be the best tank support for you in the game as far as your dark team. Now this is important for Warzone because you're actually going to need a dark team to take on Warzone, and he's going to be the big dog. Now Watanabe is going to be coming in the next banner, and he's actually going to be the best damage dealer with Kamui as far as your dark damage dealing team. And then Luna, way later down the road, she'll come into the game and she'll actually replace Watanabe. But Kamui will remain the big meta dog as far as your tank support for your dark damage team. So he is going to be a very valuable character to have, and he will be future proof because of that. Because at this point in the game, even in the CN versions of the game, he's still the meta. And we'll just take a look at his basic attacks real quick here. So this is his basic attacks. And I do want to give a big shout out to another YouTuber named Raven. This is from his YouTube channel, and I will put a link to his this video in the description box below. But this is Kamui's basic attacks, and you can see him. He does, I think, about 6 slashes if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty nice. We're going to back that up a little bit. And then we go into the red orbs. Now, when it comes to the red orbs, let's go ahead and turn that off. When it comes to the red orbs, cross slash the target, dealing a certain percentage of damage and an additional certain percentage of dark damage. And then in dark mode, which is where you trigger by doing your signature move, as far as what I know, deals a certain percentage of dark damage. And look at those percentages, man. It's just insane how much more damage he's going to be doing when dark mode is activated. That is crazy. And as far as his red orbs, you'll see those here in a little bit. We'll kind of move up a little bit. All right, so this is 2 red orbs. He does 2 slashes, and then you see a little lingering effect after that. Now look at that one. That is freaking awesome, right? Those 3 orbs, look at what they do. Okay? That is sick. Look at that. That is freaking sick. Lots of range on those attacks. That is nice, my friends. Then we talk about the blue orbs. And in the blue orbs, in normal mode, you know, whenever you don't have dark mode activated, you'll spin your sword and deal a certain percentage of physical damage and an additional certain percentage of dark damage. To the spin will also draw enemies towards you. So this is going to be a good crowd control effect where you're going to be able to bring your opponents together. This is going to be extremely powerful in Warzone, which is awesome because you got tons of mobs around there. And whenever you can bring them together, you can keep all of your damage in a single spot instead of them spread out and you're just kind of running all over the place trying to do a bunch of damage to them. So this is actually quite nice. And as far as blue orbs, I'll just kind of move this forward a little bit here. Okay. So this is blue orbs. This is a crowd control one here. There we go. There's 3 blue orbs right here. And that skill is going to be bringing our opponents together. And if you notice right there, I'm going to back that up a little bit. If you notice right there, It has a knock-up effect. He actually knocks opponents up in the air. Now, keep in mind, if they have a certain armor around them, it's not going to do that unless that armor is broken. But that is very good, especially for juggling your enemies, doing tons of damage. Very, very nice. Sweet beans. I mean, Kamui is actually a pretty awesome character. And then we get into the yellow orbs, which in normal mode rushes towards an enemy, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage and an additional certain percentage of dark damage. During the rush, you take 30% less damage, so it's got nice little defenses in his kit, and is immune to crowd control, which is awesome. That is spectacular. He's immune to crowd control, and he takes a lot less damage, going to make him even more of a tank than what he already is, which is awesome. And then in dark mode, he rushes and swings his sword around, dealing a certain percentage of dark damage. And again, man, when that dark damage is activated, you're just going to do a ton of damage. It's crazy. Look at those numbers. And during the rush, you take 30% less damage and is immune to crowd control. So whether you're in dark or normal mode, as far as the 30% less damage and the immune to crowd control stays the same. And let's take a look at the yellow orbs here. Kind of move this forward a little bit. All right, here we go. Nice, nice, nice. So he rushes forward, and this is where he's taking 30% less damage. That is massive, guys. That's a really, really awesome skill. Very, very cool. Love the hell out of it. Nice. And then we get into his ultimate here. Now, dark mode can be activated when energy is above 60. All skill will be changed, and Kamui gains anti-CC, anti-crowd control. 8 energy is depleted per second in dark mode, so you're going to be losing energy while you're in your dark mode, and exit dark mode when energy is depleted. Dark damage is increased by 10 to 20% when in dark mode. And let me show you the ultimate and what this thing looks like, and as far as, you know, what dark mode actually looks like. So we'll kind of move across a little bit here. We'll get to the QTE here in a little bit. All right, so here's his ultimate. And there you see the dark mode. And this is where he's going to do insane damage. Look at him. And might I say, man, he looks freaking cool whenever he's got that dark aura all around him. We'll watch that again. Really nice, man. I mean, this alone makes me want to play Kamui. I mean, that's sick, man. That's sick. That's freaking nice a roll. And then we get into the QTE skill here, which, you know, does an upper spin attack, dealing a total of a certain percentage of physical damage. The last hit will deal 80 to 160 of dark damage and decrease the target's dark resistance by 5 to 10% for 6 seconds. And this is awesome because, you know, whenever you do his QTE skill, he's going to be doing damage. So let's watch that thing and see what it looks like. Kind of move forward. We'll go to the QTE here. And here's the QTE coming up right here. Bring him in. And look at him. He does a knock-up. So if you guys saw that, you want to watch that again here. Watch what he does. He's going to knock him up in the air. And again, nice, nice. And that's going to be an insane amount of damage. You know, you put certain memories on this guy that decreases the defenses. It's going to do a lot of damage, man. It's going to synergize with your damage dealer, unless you're using Kamui as your damage dealer, which you definitely could do. I mean, he's freaking strong as hell. Very, very powerful character. And then you get into his passive skills, where his core, consuming 3 orbs, gains an additional 10 energy and receives 15 to 30% less physical damage and dark damage when in dark mode. I mean, the guy's just got, he's got some decreased defense, man. He really is truly a tank, no pun intended. His leadership increases elemental damage by 10% and physical damage by 5% when all 3 members in the team are of different classes. So as long as you have a tank, support, and an attacker on the team, this leadership will apply to them. And then the SS rank passive takes 20% less damage when in dark mode. So again, more defenses, man. It's really nice when you have characters that are easy to keep alive. That really makes them a lot more fun to play. Really, I think for a lot of players out there. And then his triple S rank passive is 3 orb skill deals 30% more damage. And then triple S plus increases dark damage by 20% when in dark mode. That is powerful. And then you see the debuff supports here, right? If you're going to be using him for the QT skill or just DPS in general, they show you the card set that you're going to be actually using. And I actually double checked this with Rexlin's sheet, and it's exactly the same. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. They even got gameplay tips in here as far as, you know, what you could do. And this is pretty sick, right? You can take a look at your codings here. And it's kind of, because of the cropping I've done, you can't really see. But that is awesome. Look, this is nice, right? That's sick. That's sick. That's a sick freaking coding, man. That is a sick freaking coding. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. But if you want to look at anything more on the Wikipedia, again, I will put the link to it in the description below. But, you know, as far as pulling for Kamui, I mean, he's definitely worth pulling for. But you really want to make sure you do your first 40 attempts in the base event before you even decide to pull for the character, because you're still going to have an S-rank selector that you can use for him or for the other 4 S-rank characters that are always available in the game. But he is a top tier as far as your dark team, as far as your tank support. He will be the best tank support in the game. And like I said before, even in the CN versions of the game, he's still the Kingdom Come meta for the dark team. So let me know how y'all feeling about Kamui, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.